Hi guys, this is Amin and welcome to my fifth Java Swing tutorial. Sorry for that. I've not been available for I guess 4 or 6 months. I had really work to do, so now I'm really glad to go back to complete my Swing tutorials. I want to thank all the guys for supporting, and I want to thank all the guys for subscribing. And I promise you guys that I'm gonna do my best. So let's begin on our fifth tutorial. So in this tutorial, we're gonna talk about how to set an action to a button. But first of all, I'm gonna make a quick review. So I'm gonna create a JFrame with a panel, and we're gonna add a button to that panel, and then we're gonna set the action to that button. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna explain a lot and create a frame and create a panel, set in that panel to that frame and all this stuff. So I'm not gonna make, a really long video on that part. So I'm just gonna create them. I'm gonna make small explanation, just something like that, and then when we get to the action part, then I'm gonna explain it. All right. So let's get to it. First of all, as you see, I have my main class. So here we're going to execute the frame. And here I have a normal Java class called main frame. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make this class extends JFrame, and then edit construction on that part. Yep. And then we're going to make set location. So we're going to set the location of this frame in the middle of the screen. Set a size of it, which we can make it like 300 to 200, something like that. Doesn't matter. So and then here we're gonna declare two variables, which are going to be the panel. So jpanel. Yeah, let's make it container, something like that, equals new jpanel. And then we need a G button. Let's make it action button equals new G button. And you're gonna set a text to it. So let's make it perform or execute, something like that. So first of all, and I really don't recall if I mentioned I guess I mentioned that about the layouts of the frame. We have border layout, flow layout. So we're gonna have a couple of tutorials about this layout. So we're gonna explain it a lot. So now I'm just gonna make it border layout. I'm gonna explain that later. I'm gonna make it new, so it's an instance of new border layout. A border layout, I'm gonna explain it quickly. So border layout is gonna make the panel look like a border. So we're gonna the components that we're gonna put in that G panel, we're gonna put it as a table, just like a table. So we're gonna put like the button, we're gonna put it in the middle, and then the other's gonna put it on the right, and the other's gonna put it on the left, something like that. So here we're gonna add container, are we gonna set contents pane, and we're gonna put the container in it. So now we added a panel as a container, as a contents pane of the JFrame. So here we have created a panel, we have created a JFrame with a panel in it, and now we're gonna put the button in that panel. So container dot add action button and a comma, and here we can put the the place where it's going to be, and that according to the layout. So here we can put like border layout dot, and here we have a lot of let's say sides of the panel, so we can put it in the center of the panel, something like that. We can put it in the south, in the left part, the right part. We can put it wherever we want. So here we added the button to the panel. Now we're gonna execute that, and first of all we're gonna go to the main, and then we're gonna make like this. So new main frame, and here we can need to make it visible. So set visible true. So let's execute that. So here we have the panel and the button in this panel. So if we have more than one component, and we put it like, and when we put it like the first one in north, border layout dot north, and the second, which is the button, border layout dot center. So it's gonna be the first component here, and the button is going to be down there. And as you see now, we have just one component in the panel, so it's going to take all the space there. However, we can put like, we can make the button has set bounds, and here we can delete the border layout. Here can make just the button in here without a border layout. So we can add the button and set bounds in it. Bounds is just about setting the place of it, the place of the button, and also set the size of it. So it takes x, y, width, and height. So x is going to be, let's make it 20, 50 as a y. So, and then the size of it, so 100 pixel, and the height is going to be let's make it 20. And now let's execute it. Now as you see, the size of the button is 100 pixel as a width, and 20 pixels as a height. So now when we're gonna click on this button, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. But if you want to make, and that's not gonna make sense if we have a button that doesn't do anything. So what the hell are we going to do with this button anyway? So we need to make an action, we need to make an event to this button. So as soon as I click on it, something's gonna happen. Alright, let's make a simple example of creating an event on this button. Let's create a text, and as soon as I click on this button, this text is going to be changed. So if we're gonna do that, we need to create a text there. So let's create a G label. Let's So equal new glabel, and then let's make a text in it. So in the first beginning is going to be like, let's make it Java Swing tutorials, and let's add this. So let's set the bounds for this label. So let's make it set bounds. Let's play on the, so let's play on this one. Let's make it let's make it 150. So, and then let's add it. So container.add and level. So according to that, we need to set an action to this button. We need to add an action listener to this button. So we're gonna do like this: action button dot add action listener, and we're gonna make new action listener, and this is an interface. Action listener is an interface that has one method called action performer. So anything we're gonna write here is going to be executed as soon as this button has been clicked. So we're gonna change the text of that label. So we're gonna put label set text. Let's make it click. Alright, now let's execute it. Alright, now the text is Java Swing tutorials, and as soon as I'm click on execute, it's going to be clicked. So this is a simple example on how to create an event to a button. You can create an event to whatever component you want. You can create an event on label. You can create event on panels, tables, whatever you want. And there was more than one listener. There's action listener. There's change property listener. There's a lot of listeners that we can we can work with if we want to work with events. So that's the end of our tutorial now. And don't forget, I'm going to begin on another series of tutorials. One is going to be about jQuery. If you guys like to work with jQuery, I'm gonna make tutorials on that. Also, I'm gonna make a series of tutorials on PHP. So thanks guys for watching, and see you later.